By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how to breathe for your panic attacks. And if you wait till the end of the video, I'm also gonna give you some bonus information regarding how to help yourself. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 24 years. I'm gonna give you some realistic advice based on my experience, also supported by the scientific literature. Now, when a panic attack hits, I don't have to tell you what it feels like. It literally is like you're having a heart attack and you think you're gonna die. Imagine being underneath water and you can't come up quickly enough for air. That type of feeling where there's an impending doom is what a panic attack feels like. And it's just absolutely awful. You almost can't understand what it's like until you've experienced it yourself. You have this amazing sympathetic response. Now, there's two parts to your nervous system. There's a sympathetic nervous system and a parasympathetic nervous system. Both are part of the autonomic nervous system. And the sympathetic nervous system is that fight or flight type of reaction where our eyes dilate, our heart rate increases, our blood pressure increases, and terrible things happen to us if it's happening for no real reason. And that's really what a panic attack is. It's this sudden boom, it happens to you for no apparent reason. The sympathetic nervous system is beneficial, of course, if there's an emergency, but our brain experiences this feeling without actually having a physical threat. So how do we deal with it? Well, here's something I want you to try, is box breathing. And the reason it's called box breathing is because the way in which you breathe, where you inhale, rest, exhale, rest, is shaped like a box with 4 equal parts. That's why it's called box breathing. So what you will do is you will breathe in deeply through your nose into your belly for a count of 4, about 4 seconds. Then you will hold your breath for 4 seconds. Then you will exhale for 4 seconds. And then you will hold your breath for 4 seconds. So 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds completes the actual box. So there are equal parts to each inhalation, resting period, and exhalation. So here's the diagram. So you breathe in for 4 seconds, rest for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and hold your breath for 4 seconds. Now, there are, of course, many different ways of breathing, and if you watch any of my videos, what will happen is you'll see there are some different methods for breathing for different types of problems. Through experience, I have realized that some patients respond better to one form of breathing than another. So let me show you exactly what it feels like and what it looks like to do this box style of breathing, and then later on I'll tell you how often to do it, when to do it, and how many sets to do. Now watch exactly what I'm going to do. You're not going to be able to see my belly go in and out, but when I inhale, my belly will go out. So I'm going to go for a count of 4. Now, did you see what I did there? I inhaled for 4 seconds in through the nose, then I held my breath for 4 seconds, then I blew the air out of my mouth for 4 seconds, and then I held my breath for 4 seconds. So total time, it's 16 seconds, or 4 deep breaths per minute. What I would recommend to try for people that are having a panic attack is to do this for 12 deep breaths, which is about 3 minutes. Now, why does this box breathing work? The reason why it does work is because it stimulates what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is the one that calms our body down. It lowers our blood pressure. It lowers our pulse rate. It doesn't cause any type of fight or flight syndrome. In fact, it combats that. So if you understand that a panic attack is an actual sympathetic nervous system response, the best solution would be to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is exactly what this box breathing does. So now I'm going to give you the bonus information regarding this. And before you do that, if you can, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button, and you'll be notified of other videos that I do regarding these types of subjects. So the bonus is for more long-term benefit rather than short-term benefit of these types of panic attacks. There are 3 different herbs, and I'm going to tell you what my favorite is, that can be beneficial for these types of problems. It'll actually help you sleep. It will also help you with these types of problems. There's valerian root, there's GABA, and there's passion flower. Now, the one that I've noticed that patients do the best with is valerian root. And I'm gonna put a link down below to Amazon. There's a good brand. You could choose any brand you want, but hit the link and it'll send you to some valerian root on Amazon. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I do get a small commission. But what I want you to do is look at the dosage. You want to take, a normal dosage would be about 400 to 900 milligrams at a time that you take it, and the benefit of doing that is it's actually a safe range. You've heard of benzodiazepine? Well, valerian root acts much in the same way. It changes a different enzyme than the drug, but it possibly could help you in a more natural way. So the valerian root also has benefits not only with anxiety as well as panic attacks, but also it helps you sleep. And it's not super strong, but it does have some good long-term benefits. Now, the added bonus I'm going to do is tell you a story. And this is a story about a patient that I had about 3 weeks ago. She started getting panic attacks, and I taught her how to do the breathing, and it did help, but she kept having them much more frequently than she wanted. And finally, we decided to look into the vitamins that she was taking and the drugs that she was taking, as well as different herbs, to try to discover, was it possible that the panic attacks were a side effect of one of the drugs she was taking, or maybe one of the herbs? And the answer was, it was. We discovered what it was. In her particular case, it was ginseng. Now, there are some other herbs that could possibly increase your chances of having panic attacks. Kava, ginseng, St. John's wort. These are actually some herbs that some people are taking and without knowing it could possibly be aggravating their panic attacks. So keep an eye out for those. So what ends up happening is, in this particular case, she was actually inducing panic attacks without even knowing it, because she was one of those rare people that was having a side effect from that product. So by eliminating the product entirely from her diet, she was able to reduce the number of panic attacks she was having, and with the breathing, she had full control over a period of time. So try the breathing method, look into the valerian root, see what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comment section down below what you actually think of this style of breathing. If another style of breathing works better for you, let me also know in the comments, because I'd like to know from my viewers of kind of an informal survey of what different types of methods actually help you with panic attacks. Lastly, remember this. These panic attacks do not last forever. You have the power to actually change them. Change them. Use breathing methods. Try to discover what will work best for you, because I know that these can change and you can do it.